Greetings, my friends. This is Gilles Mansillon. It's this beautiful day. I hope you're well. I wanted to discuss about the path of ascension. For this word ascension is not known by the collective of humanity. They don't know that they're going to be ascending. For the whole collective ascension is based upon moving from the third dimension into the fourth dimension. The fourth dimension, what we call the astral plane, the dream state, is so much more enjoyable to live. It's still illusionary, but it's still so much more enjoyable than the third dimension. But for us, the awakened ones, we've been in this fourth dimension, facing all the shadows as well, because there is all the dreams, but all the nightmares that we've created subconsciously. For here, I'm mostly going to talk about personal ascension. Nobody's going to come and deliver us from our ignorance. The veils are going to fail. They're going to, more and more veils are going to fall, and so it's going to be easier. And there are cosmic events that are going to assist us, like cosmic elevators that will elevate and purify. Yet it is really a personal responsibility to perfect ourselves and purify ourselves each and every day. And we have to handle things, whatever comes into our consciousness in our life. Life wants to see that we mature to see it, to be serene in relationship to all that comes. So it's like about in relationship to anger, in relationship to fear, in relationship to doubt, to judgment, to traumas, to pains, to shame, blame, all kinds of things. And so it's like whatever happens, we have to be mature in relationship to that, and life, the Holy Spirit will assist us, will follow us as long as it takes, and we all have a unique path that has been designed. So first we need to awaken, then we need to transform, then we're going to be transcending, then we're going to be enlightened, and then we're going to ascend. So it's like, personally for me, I awakened in around the mid-1980s, but my life was really much about sex, drugs, and rock and roll. And so I come from, it took me a very long time to disengage from a lot of things that were no longer necessary. What we seek to achieve is about is presence, the state of presence. For me, it's about 80% presence, will be just fine for now. But for most humanity, for most people, it's about 51% presence, 51% positive rather than negative, because there's a master named Saint-Germain who went to negotiate on behalf of humanity on the karmic board, that as long as somebody has moved into 51% positive, he can start his ascension. Before that, it was 100% before we can even begin to, but he knew that we couldn't actually do it. So Saint-Germain is the hierarch of the New Age. We send him greetings. We welcome him into our life, and as a guide, as a friend. He represents symbolically the eternal youth and infinite abundance, riches, wealth, and so this is really the model, and he will be the hierarch of the New Age, the ascended master. The ascended masters are friends and guides. There are countless of them, like the Christ or the Buddha or Mohammed or Kuan Yin, or many of them. And so to just call on them. And so there is for the Holy Spirit will continue to train us, to assist us, to guide us, to sculpt us, as long as it takes, and it is beyond the realm of cause and effect. So it's beyond judgment. So and we also have, for the ascension, to have the ability to recognize the grand design, to have some consciousness of the wholeness of God on whatever level we can. But and we need to deprogram ourselves to attune to the inner self and the inner light, what comes from within, to be more real than the illusion of time and space. But in the fourth dimension, there is no time and space. There is just whatever we project become. And I'm doing a lot of work. I've been doing a lot of work on those planes, those fourth or above dimensions. And now I'm starting to see the value, I'm starting to see the power that all of that set in motion. And I'm being a lot more comfortable. There's a lot of new energies that are coming on that plane, and so there is many souls, and what we have a soul that's like that's doing its work up there, and we're doing the work down there. We have to collaborate until the point where we'll be completely in alignment. I'm going to put a few oracles. One oracle with this deck today. It's into the sea. We have to make a leap. It's like jumping. Today's the day. Let's do it. Jump into the sea. And I'm going to pull some cards with the Akash. Those cards about the Akash. The observer of the day is anger and alimentation. What do we nourish ourselves with? because it's like the fuel we put in our car. It's like so whatever we eat, whatever we drink, whatever we read, whatever we listen to, is really the fuel we and how we process the emotion. We need to find a stable point in the emotional status process, and so we all have this vehicle. It's like a car. Take an image. This vehicle that allows us to exist in physicality, but it's actually a vehicle for our soul. Eventually we're going to make it like this beautiful surrounding when the diamond of the divine consciousness will be able to exist. But once we get to that point of ascension, it's like right now we have a little bumpy car that like doing whatever it can, but once after the ascension, it will be like a white Rolls Royce that will be driven by the creator, by the I am present. So it's going to be so much nicer. We'll be constantly in the flow. The more we are in our own flow, the less the flow of others will disturb us. What we need to understand is biblical to align with the great teachings that were revealed. Although to remove ourselves from the dogmas, we have to listen to the presence of life in the now. This is where God lives. He doesn't live in the past. He doesn't live in the books. He lives in the now, within and without each and every one of us. What we need to understand is how to free ourselves from entrapment and slavery. We've been so much conditioned. We've been living in slavery, but it's a self-created prison. It's all about the mind. If we can liberate our mind, and for that we need to, of course, feel our will and be open and be centered in the heart. But it's all about opening the third eye, the 6 and 7 chakras, because that's where the ascension comes. Everything is given. Of course, throughout the whole body, it's all universe. So there is countless treasures that we'll come to discover. But a lot is given through the eye of the mind. What we need to do is the galactic to open ourselves to the fifth and sixth dimensional beingness. And the outcome is man and woman. We need to reconcile those two opposites. The women are the holy grail. They're like the most precious gift that's been given to man. So that's we have to love. We have to love one another. We have to respect one another. We have to, and not necessarily understand, but but we can, because we do have the divine masculine and feminine within ourselves. As we let go, as we free ourselves from the slavery and imprisonment, we find the wholeness, the guérisseur, the healer. The healer is to find, it's not about finding perfection, it's to find wholeness, to accept your wholeness as you are with all, and to show others that they can be whole without having to have any self-judgment on their imperfection. And this card of the outcome, the man and woman, they can be reconciled by the good deeds and the lessons. When the lesson is learned, the harmonization will come naturally, and everybody is coming to teach. Nobody comes in by mistake into our life. There is always something to learn from people that are coming into our life. And so but sometimes we need to let go certain people to be able to make space for other people to come in. And so so every soul is on a different level, different program. Our soul is like the trunk and the roots of a tree, and then there are many branches, and within those branches there are sub branches. And what we are is like is a sub branch. But if this little piece of ourselves is able to blend in, to harmonize many other pieces, the soul will find its wholeness. And so. So when in doubt, you can always ask yourself, how may I serve today? It's very important. Eventually, the soul will be able to be as powerful as God. We might create planets or solar systems or even galaxies and start civilizations and watch them grow with loving care. It's like it all depends on the level of vibration. Where does the soul come from originally, and what did it learn through the process of evolution? The soul has a beginning, but it has no end. It will always, eventually, it will integrate, it will blend in, will ascend with the spirit realm, with the spirit, our spirit, and follow your deepest passion. It's important to be passionate, to follow your deepest passion, yet to be responsive to reason as well, and your highest creativity. And Always also seek the highest outcome. For you, we don't we can't expect outcome, but we always work from the best possible outcome, and do no harm. That's the golden rule. There is also in the ascension process the idea of always seek to do it for the highest good of all, including yourself, for your highest good and the highest good of all. Because at this point, you align yourself with all the armies of heaven. All the forces of heaven are always working for the highest good of all. For God is the all, and they all know that, but we don't know. We've forgotten that, maybe some of us. But stay tuned to your heart. Keep the eye of your mind open, and feel it, feel things, and move back to the feeling state of life. For the observer of the day is the phoenix, is the sun. It is the regeneration, a renaissance, a rebirth. It's gonna. We allow ourselves to be burned from the ashes, and then we are reborn. The highest wisdom is the magic carpet. So things are going to be moving really quickly, and just once you're on this carpet, you will fly. What we need to understand is the high tension and how to diffuse the high tension. Usually 3 deep breaths will be enough to diffuse the tension. What we need to do is here it's called abundance. Is to align, attune to riches, to prosperity, to abundance. It's very. It's going to be nice actually to feel that. We can already feel it, but to be able to experience it, this liberation, because the world is been enslaved by the controllers, because they control the money, and so but we can free ourselves independently of the whole system. The whole system will break down, and there's going to be a great deal of a more fair system is already in place to replace it, so everybody will be taken care of. And the outcome is as above, so below, the heaven that will descend. So it's like stay tuned for more. It's just we're just turning a page, and it's very important. So what else was I going to say? Yeah, well, there's 9 initiators. The initiator, I'm one of them, and there is also there's 144,000. So we're part of that as well. 144,000 ascended master beings that have come into this physical plane. They're humans, but they have angelic frequencies, and there are 6 million light workers, people that come from the stars, and each of them will have to enlighten 1,000 people. When there's 6 million people have enlightened 6 billion, the work will be done. So it is very important first, but we do have to do that to continue to cultivate. For me, I have attained that a long time ago. Spirit says, well, this part of the contract is done, but we need, right now we seek to get into our tribe. I also was informed a few years ago of the presence of the Trinity Teacher Sons, the 144 spirit beings from paradise. They're amazing teachers, directly come from paradise. They never incarnate, so they just appear one day, and they usually appear only when when a planet has been settled in light and life. It's an advanced stage of ascension, very, very advanced. But here our planet is in such a bizarre timeline in relationship to the normal timeline of ascension that the Creator originally created, that anything's possible. Maybe they will come up one day, 144 paradise beings with a great deal of love and wisdom to share, and they will assist us in accelerating the process of life. But do not wait or expect anything. You have already everything. We have everything we need to align with and attune to our soul and spirit. And so I hope this message was interesting for you. I thought I'd come and wish you a good day. Did I pull some cards? Yes, I'm going to finish with a song. And I thank you so very much for your donations. I thank you so very much for liking, sharing, and commenting, and for subscribing. And I've been finishing this song. What really went through my mind is very strange. It's not that I never heard this song before, but it's like just insisted. So I went to get the words. A very short song. It's from the end of the 19th century. It's like a song for children. It's not easy to sing. I'm going to attempt it anyway. It goes like this. I've been working on the railroad all the lifelong day. I've been working on the railroad just to pass the time away. Can't you hear the whistle blowing, rising up so early in the morn? Can you hear the captain shouting, Dinah, blow your horn? Dinah, blow your horn. Won't you blow, won't you blow, won't you blow your horn? Dinah, won't you blow, Dinah, won't you blow, Dinah, won't you blow, Dinah, won't you blow your horn? Someone's in the kitchen with Dinah. Someone in the kitchen, I know. Ho, ho. Someone's in the kitchen with Dinah. Someone's in the kitchen with I know. Strumming on the old banjo, singing fee-fi, fiddy-di-ho, fee-fi, fiddy-di-ho, ho, ho, fee-fi, fiddy-di-ho, strumming on the old banjo. I'm sorry, I got a little bit lost, but didn't rehearse it all that much. It's a strange song. I don't know why. It just, I figure I attempted because it was really present in my mind. It's like it wouldn't leave me. Been working on the railroad. So the the observer of the day is reconciliation, and we have to reconcile ourselves and with many people and with God and with life and with all of this, because it's all actors on the stage. So just continue to get your sense of self, and you will know what to do in relationship to situation. The highest wisdom is the dreams. Continue to cultivate your dreams and get ready for them to come true. What needs to be understood is the forgiveness, to forgive all of the dark matrix, forgive all of the dark agents, to forgive all about yourself, all of the past, all the mistakes, all the failures, all the regrets, all of that needs to be forgiven. And what we need to do is cheminement. It's a step-by-step gradual process of ascension and elevation to go upwards all the time. The path of ascension is like climbing mountain. It's like it's very difficult, and it goes up. And so, but once we'll be on top, we'll have a beautiful view. And the outcome is encountering these people. I feel like people coming into my life, that's going to be quite wonderful, and for me also to come into their life as well. For it's something that's. So we're all gonna need to gather. We're gonna need to come together. For me, my plans will be definitely the plans I have will be definitely very social. There will be a lot of opportunities that will be given for and as we come together, we'll see that we have a lot more power to affect the changes more quickly. Well, I hope this resonates with you. I hope you continue to cultivate your sense of self, and of course, let me know what you think if you care to share, and prepare yourself for whatever you've been dreaming with. Huh? Thank you very much, Salad.